Kazakhstan, in the heart of Central Asia, is a melting pot of more than 130 ethnic groups that make it a multicultural country, with the past and the present combined to become a bridge between Europe and Asia. Kazakhstan remains a great unknown to international tourism, so its authorities have undertaken a project to promote their heritage and cultural wealth. The offer ranges from sacred mausoleums, places of pilgrimage for Muslims from Central Asia, to succulent traditional delicacies where horse meat is a star dish. In 1997, Kazakhstan's seat of government and administrative centre was moved from Almaty to the relatively small city of Akmola, which the following year was renamed Astana. The move made it the youngest capital in the world. Since then, Astana, which in the Kazakh language literally means capital, has transformed into a cosmopolitan metropolis and the epicenter of Central Asia. The new capital's master plan was entrusted to the world-famous Japanese architect Kisho Kurokawa, while other renowned international architects, such as Norman Foster, left their mark on this avant-garde city, which is a work in progress. Here, Asian, European and North American architectural styles coexist. From the Bayterek Tower, a 97-metre-high vantage point that has become the symbol of Astana, you can see the contrasts of the city, skyscrapers surrounded by a large expanse of the Eurasian steppe. Another of the pearls of the city is the Astana Opera, in which Carmen was recently performed. The director of the work, Italy's Lorenzo Amato, praised the opera's facilities as being far better than those in many European theatres.
The stage of the Astana Opera is very up-to-date, as for technical reasons, lights and all the other props that are needed to do an incredible production. So here it's really a happy place for a director like me.
The Kazakh government, led by President Nursultan Nazarbayev, has undertaken various reforms to transform national identity and boost its culture internationally. Foreign Minister Kairat Abdrakhmanov explains that the government program is very ambitious and wants to present to the world the cultural and patrimonial wealth of Kazakhstan.
It's about modernization of our national identity. So to that purpose we are launching a very ambitious program of presenting, for example, to the world the rich cultural heritage of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a multi-ethnic, multi-confessional country, which very much diverse by its nature, and which is very vast by its territory. And we managed to accommodate in our territory so many sacred places which are very much attractive, for example, for tourists. We are developing here now to hear our culture. We are promoting the cultural presentation of the best pieces of the Kazakh arts abroad. We are trying to stage many performances in the world-renowned, opera or ballet house all around the world.
The Foreign Minister says that tourism promotion is one of the main objectives of the government.
We still have a lot of, space for, literally, for investments, first and foremost to the infrastructure of tourism, to, preserving all the sacred places in non-territory of Kazakhstan. And on the other side, attraction of foreign tourists will, present properly our nation, our country worldwide by its rich cultural heritage and with the diverse society. So tourism is the best advertisement for any nation.
Before Astana became a seat of government, the capital of Kazakhstan was Almaty, the country's most populous city and its commercial and cultural epicenter.
Main idea that we're showing is our culture, the vibes of the Almaty, as we're saying, the city of thousand colors. We're not transcending all these sort of Eastern Asian cultures, but we're not completely European as well. We have our own culture, and we say we're completely Eurasian, and we're saying the Almaty. If you want to taste the Eurasia, you have to come to Almaty. And it starts from the food, it starts from the people. When you go outside and you go and see, it's normal for us to live within the 120 different nationalities living here peacefully in the city.
Almaty is surrounded by snow-capped mountains that present an almost celestial scenery in winter. Its residents are proud of their well-planned, people-friendly city that still retains attractive traces of its Soviet past. It is also home to interesting places such as the National Theatre of Opera and Ballet and the National Museum of Instruments, where top billing goes to the dombra, a two-string instrument that holds a meaningful place in Kazakh culture.
Dombra is our important national musical instrument, and it has only 2 strings. But even it has only 2 strings, it can give different sounds and various tones, and this is gorgeous.
One of the city's main destinations for sports enthusiasts is the Shimbulak ski resort, a top attraction for touring skiers and snowboarders, and for those who simply enjoy breathtaking views.
Yeah, I think it's really beautiful. The mountains are so high here, and also because it's not such a well-known tourist destination, I think there's not many crowds, so it's really good to kind of go skiing. Because I've been to the Alps and there's just crowds everywhere, so here it's better in that way.
Horses are treasured in Kazakhstan and are the protagonist of one of the country's oldest traditions, kokpar, or goat polo, an equestrian competition that is popular throughout Central Asia. Mounted players attempt to place a goat carcass, nowadays made of rubber, in a goal. In Kazakh homes, horse meat continues to be popular and is consumed on special occasions. The dish, a somewhat exotic fare in the eyes of many, was a staple for the ancient nomadic peoples who gave rise to the modern Kazakh nation. One of the most popular horse dishes that developed from nomadic life is beshparmak, which literally means 5 fingers. Its main ingredients are boiled horse or lamb on a bed of dumpling-like flat noodles. Kazakhstan is at the heart of the ancient Silk Road, which stretched for more than 2,500 kilometers in Kazakh territory and connected Asia with Europe. Turkestan in the south of the country was one of the most important cities along the route. Today it's a place of pilgrimage due to its large number of mausoleums, among which Koye Ahmed Yasawi, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands out. The imposing mausoleum, whose dome is covered with green and gold tiles, was built between 1389 and 1405, during the reign of the Turco-Mongol conqueror Timur, who died before finishing it. Each day, many Muslims arrive at the mausoleum to pray. It is said that 3 visits to this well-preserved Timurid construction is equivalent to a pilgrimage to Mecca. The mausoleum of Erstenbab in the town of Otra is another intact example of Timurid architecture. Along with Koye Ahmed Yasawi, he helped spread Islam in the region.
Here buried our outstanding saint person, Arstambab, who propagate Islam in this region, and who Arstambab and his follower Khoja Ahmed Yasawi were the persons who propagate Islam in this region. That's why. But here existed pre-Islamic beliefs like Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Christianity.
Kazakhstan now wants to promote this tourist wealth as a showcase for the country, in addition to its diplomatic achievements. Its capital hosts the peace negotiations for Syria, known as the Astana process, and Kazakhstan occupies a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council. It is a staunch and active supporter of nuclear disarmament and has just hosted Expo 2017 Astana with the theme Future Energy. In a bid to modernize, the Kazakh language has started a gradual transition from Cyrillic to the Latin alphabet, a process that will culminate in 2025. According to the Foreign Minister, it's an important endeavour since the Latin alphabet is recognised worldwide and is the language of the modern digital world and technologies. But Minister Abdrakhmanov says it will not be at the expense of other languages.
Even more, we are going to preserve Russian and many other languages our multi-ethnic population today speaking in. So, on the other hand, we are trying to do our best in order to give a chance to the young generation of Kazakhs to identify themselves as a modern generation looking to the future.
There will also be translations made of around 100 books from a wide range of subjects such as mathematics or history, so that the new Kazakh generation has access to the latest international trends. The 9th largest country in the world with 130 ethnic groups, multi-ethnic and multi-religious, located between Russia, China, its Central Asian neighbours and the Caspian Sea. Diversity in all senses. Unknown to international tourism, Kazakhstan offers visitors a wide range of attractions: music, theatre, dance, architecture, an avant-garde capital, pilgrimages, gastronomy, sports and the Silk Route. A country to discover, an adventure.